Welcome to the Lake County Partners big event. You get why we named it that. I'm Kevin Considine. I'm the president and CEO of Lake County Partners. And you know, it's been several years, as many of us have talked about this morning, it's been several years since we've had a chance to do this. And you know what, I would imagine every event kind of starts out with that line these days, but it's great to see this crowd, and we are so happy. I can't even really tell you how happy we are to be able to have everyone gather again in this room for this purpose today. The energy, as you can all tell, is palpable in this room. I hope that this gives you the occasion to meet up with old friends and make some new ones. Today, we are celebrating the tremendous economic growth that Lake County has enjoyed over the last several years, and commemorating Lake County Partners' 25th anniversary. It's a milestone that we are very proud of, but we could not have reached it without all of you. Thank you for being with us today, for supporting our mission to fuel the economy and working to strengthen Lake County. We are honored to have a number of distinguished guests with us today, so I'm going to introduce some of them. We are very fortunate to have the support and partnership of Lake County. Could I ask all of the Lake County board members to please stand? We also work very closely with our municipal partners and are grateful for their leadership. Could I ask all the mayors, village presidents, and trustees to please stand? I am very pleased to announce that from the Consulate of Mongolia in Chicago, Consul General Batsakseg Tuvshintugs is with us here today. Fun fact, Chicagoland is home to the largest concentration of Mongolian expats in the U.S. Our good partners from the Lake County Workforce Development Board and staff are here today. Can I ask all the members of the Workforce Development Board to please stand? An important accomplishment that you'll hear some more about later today. Over the last couple years, we've had the opportunity to strengthen our ties with our counterparts across the region, across Chicagoland, in forming a new partnership, the Greater Chicagoland Economic Partnership, which you'll hear more about. Can I ask our friends from World Business Chicago and the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning, or CMAP, to please stand? It's not only a mouthful to say, but it really is a big deal, and we're very proud of it. Last but certainly not least, how about a round of applause for our Board of Governors, most of whom are with us today. It is because of their vision and support that we have a 25-year track record of driving economic growth and economic mobility across Lake County. You'll notice that they're wearing blue ribbons denoting their board member status, so please seek them out. Get a chance to connect, ask them about if you want to learn more about what we do and how to get involved. Be sure to grab one of those hands and say hello. We are here because of the generous support of our event sponsors. In particular, I'd like to recognize a few. Our sustaining sponsors, Lake County, the College of Lake County, Old National Bank, and the Hunter Family Foundation. We also quite literally could not produce this event without the many sponsors who are here today. Thank you to our partnership sponsors, Abbott, AbbVie, Comcast, Innovation Park Libertyville, and the Gorder Family Foundation. And of course, I'm looking out at a sea of sponsored tables. We truly thank you for your contributions, for making this happen, and frankly, for bringing the energy to this room. It's really terrific. On that note, I invite you to Take a few minutes to enjoy your breakfast and the company of those around you. We have a fantastic lineup this morning. You'll be hearing from LCP's board chairs, County Chair Sandy Hart, and of course our keynote speaker, New York Times bestselling author David Epstein. You each have a copy of his book in front of you. David will be signing those books across the hall after the program today. Don't forget to tag us and those around you on social media today throughout the event using hashtag LCP Big Event. Thanks so much. Enjoy your breakfast. We'll be back to start the program in a little bit.
We have an exciting program lined up, and we are very eager to get started. I am Richard Korngold, Senior Managing Director at Mesereau Wealth Management and the outgoing Chair of the Lake County Partners Board of Governors. I assumed the role in 2017, and since then it has been my pleasure to work directly with many of you here in this room and out in the community to enhance Lake County's economy and make sure that we are all positioned for future growth and prosperity. Times have changed quite a bit during the course of my tenure. It goes without saying that COVID has presented many challenges over the past several years, and yet we have weathered the storm. We are all here together, and we are stronger than ever, and that's a tribute to everyone out in this room, so thank you. I am proud to report that our economy is in excellent shape. Over the past several years, Lake County's gross domestic product has grown 9.6%, reaching nearly $70 billion. Real GDP was also up in the same time frame by about 1.1%. The GDP metric is considered the gold standard measure of overall economic activity because it accounts for the value of the final goods and services produced in any area. Other economic indicators also give us plenty to celebrate. Lake County's number of businesses now exceeds pre-pandemic levels, and growth has been particularly prominent in key industries like advanced manufacturing, life sciences, healthcare, and professional and technical services. Likewise, Lake County's unemployment rate is close to pre-pandemic levels. Outputs are expected to grow. Business growth, coupled with a tight labor market, has further reinforced our laser focus on talent development and business outreach. We are grateful to have your support in this endeavor. Thoughtful partnerships and a strategic work plan have always been the bedrock of Lake County Partners' mission and will be particularly important as we stand poised for future growth. Economic projections from our partners at World Business Chicago indicate that we can expect to see a substantial increase in metro area GDP by 2027, and Lake County will enjoy another 2.8% uptick in jobs in that same time frame. Top sub-industries projected to grow include management, restaurants, education, advanced manufacturing, childcare, and computer systems design. All told, those will help generate over 10,000 new jobs. Economic growth is certain to be bolstered by local spending power. In 2022, consumer spending totaled nearly $21 billion, which made the local business ecosystem the third largest by county in the entire state of Illinois. The past year has been record-breaking for Chicagoland's growth capital ecosystem, with $18.38 billion raised, including $10 billion in venture capital and $8 billion in private equity. This figure has continued to climb over the past several years, having grown by $14 billion over the last 4 years alone. Growth capital investment has been particularly powerful in fueling many of the same key industries that support Lake County's economy: manufacturing, life sciences, infotech, finance, consumer and business products, healthcare, energy, transportation, distribution, and logistics. In 2022, Lake County companies raised $90 million in growth capital through just 15 deals in these areas. This has had favorable implications for commercial real estate, with Lake County seeing more than 20 investments in spaces of 20,000 square feet or more in 2022. Last year, Lake County had a net absorption of nearly 1 million square feet of industrial space, and there's another 368,000 square feet under construction through state-of-the-art projects happening in communities across the county. As measured by job growth and investment, the last 4 years have been one of the best growth spurts in the county's history. I think so. It's been a very busy time and very rewarding for me personally, as I've had the opportunity to guide the organization and work with fellow business and community leaders to build a foundation for another 25-plus years of success. As chair, one of my priorities has been a re-examination of the organization's bylaws. We had not revised them in 16 years, and they were due for updates to modernize the ways in which we operate and reflect policy changes to codify recommendations from our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force and the Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy creation process. It is our goal to make Lake County Partners a reflection of our community spirit, welcoming and understanding of the fact that our diversity strengthens and sustains us. I've had the privilege of working alongside my peers on the board to craft an updated set of bylaws that will achieve this goal and strengthen our organization. At our board meeting in March, our Board of Governors unanimously voted to approve the bylaws. As required by law, we asked all of our investors to cast a ballot this morning to confirm the changes. Deep breath. I am happy to report that we have received the votes and the bylaws have officially been updated. Thank you, everyone. The bylaws are not the only things that changed this morning. Don Hanson, who I don't believe was able to join us this morning, Senior Manager of Real Estate at Granger, has dutifully served on our Operations Committee and as Treasurer for the last several years. He's done a wonderful job making sure that we remain fiscally responsible. Today, he passes the Treasurer torch to Chris Blaylock, Audit Partner at Wipfli. I want to thank Don for all that he has done for our organization. We have really appreciated his leadership and look forward to working with Chris in his new capacity. I'd also like to recognize and thank my predecessor as board chair, Joe Luna of J.P. Morgan Chase, for his guidance, wisdom, and thoughtfulness to me over these past 6 years. Chris, Joe, Don, I don't think you're here. If you guys could stand and please be recognized. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Joe. And finally, after many years of service as the chair of Lake County Partners, it is my absolute honor to announce that I will be passing on the role of chair to my friend and colleague, Steve Madden. Steve is the CEO of Libertyville Bank and Trust and has been a tremendous asset to our organization. We've been fortunate to have his support and that of the Wintrust Community Bank family. For years, he has been leveraging his significant business experience to help Lake County Partners drive the economy forward. Under his direction and guidance, we have made incredible strides. Steve has been instrumental in the number of initiatives that we have taken on in recent years, especially the Greater Chicagoland Economic Partnership, which is a groundbreaking new partnership with the 7 counties in Chicagoland and World Business Chicago. The initiative has formalized our relationship with our counterparts in a meaningful way, allowing us to grow our prominence in the region and on the global stage. It has given us a new voice, platform, and opportunities to attract business. Steve is a true leader, and we are fortunate to have him and the support of Libertyville Bank and Trust and the family of Wintrust Community Banks. I am thrilled everything that Lake County Partners has been able to accomplish during my time as board chair, and I know that Steve will continue to raise the bar and help deliver to all of you the same outstanding service, resources, and connectivity that Lake County Partners has become known for over the last 25 years. Steve, please come up and join us on stage. Thank you, everyone. There you go.
Thank you, everybody. And Richard, thank you. And before you go, I must take this opportunity on behalf of the entire Board of Governors to honor you for your many years of service and leadership to Lake County Partners. Richard's dedication and leadership and the support of Mesereau have literally transformed our organization. His engagement input, and expertise have been vital to our achievements. Among Richard's many contributions, he has taken the lead in strengthening the organization's operations, services, and functions while ensuring that we remain transparent and in good financial standing. He has single-handedly been responsible for the important bylaw amendments that we just enacted, and those will go a long way towards ensuring that Lake County Partners remains inclusive and welcoming for our business community and leaders of all stripes. Richard has also been front and center in the development and approval of the county's new Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy, which we now refer to as CEDS. We convene business, education, workforce development, and civic leaders to collaboratively align economic priorities across the region and create an action-oriented 5-year economic development strategy that will enhance our communities and businesses. Richard's thoughtful, prepared nature and his spirit of inclusivity were very vital to this process. I am certain that the final CEDS product has set us up for success and will result in a better Lake County for generations to come. Under Richard's direction and vision, Lake County Partners has flourished as the go-to economic development organization in the county. His leadership has defined Lake County Partners, and we are so grateful for the time and energy that he has put into this position. As a token of the board's appreciation for Richard's accomplishments, I'd like to present him with a crystal. Please join me in thanking Richard for his service and dedication to our organization and to Lake County. Finally, as the new chair of Lake County Partners, I am honored to name my vice chair successor, Dan Joyce. Dan is the chief financial officer at BCI Acrylic and has been a longtime supporter of our organization. Dan, if you could please stand for recognition. I'm excited to get to work with Dan, our new treasurer, Chris Blaylock, and the rest of the board to continue to deliver the impact that you have come to expect from us over the years. I am honored to have the opportunity to represent Libertyville Bank and Trust and Wintrust Community Banks on the Board of Governors, and equally appreciative that I have your support. As your new chair, I am committed to sustaining the forward momentum that will keep Lake County at the cutting edge of business growth and innovation. Creating connections is at the heart of what Lake County Partners does. We work with each of you in this room and beyond to advance economic mobility and job growth. The many successes that we are here to celebrate today are a testament to our collective strength. A core focus of Lake County Partners is meeting directly with businesses to discuss challenges and using that intelligence to take action that strengthens the local business climate. Through our close relationship with partners like Lake County, the College of Lake County, and the Lake County High School's Tech Campus, we can quickly assemble tailored solutions related to recruitment, site selection, infrastructure, financing, and incentives that make it easier for business to grow and thrive in Lake County. The Lake County Partners team is currently nurturing 22 new projects. With 6 wins already under our belt this year, in the last 4 months alone, we have welcomed a new PR company, a food manufacturer, a vitamin supplements manufacturer, a frozen pizza manufacturer, a food equipment manufacturer, and an affordable senior housing project into the area, which all have resulted in over $190 million in new capital expenditure, 666,000 square feet of new and reactivated space, 493 new jobs, and 450 retained jobs. I'm happy to report that the back half of the year is lining up to be similar to the front half. All told, since 2019, Lake County Partners has been directly involved in projects that have resulted in over 4,155 new jobs, 4,677 retained jobs, and $807 million in direct investment. This is huge, and we all should be proud of what we've accomplished together. We long ago dispelled the myth that the suburbs aren't an attractive place for business. Our communities are vibrant, our workforce is abundant, our quality of life is unparalleled, and our businesses are booming. I know that you agree because you're all here with us today. On that note, it's my privilege to present this year's Community Investment Award. Lake County has a rich history of business growth, and this award represents a significant commitment to our community. The steady stream of new business development that we've enjoyed over the last year have certainly included many advanced manufacturing victories. The industry is a huge driver of our economy. It's a $20 billion business and the largest contributor to our gross regional product. 1 out of every 7 local jobs is in manufacturing, which is more than any other private sector industry. The company that we're honoring this year has a long history in Lake County, and especially in Waukegan. Despite many attempts by other states to lure them away, the company has made a further commitment to grow and invest in Waukegan to leverage the area's significant talent and proximity to other business leaders in Lake County's steadily growing food manufacturing cluster. I am very happy to announce the recipient of this year's Community Investment Award is Henry Brock Foods. Henry Brock Foods was founded in 1941, and today the company is one of the largest and most successful family-owned US-based international food ingredient processing and co-packaging companies. The company sources quality natural ingredients from growers, and its suppliers produce vegetables, fruits, herbs, spices, and natural colors that have been concentrated, dehydrated, frozen, extracted, or pasteurized. Henry Brock Foods is at the cutting edge of the food industry and is devoted to the pursuit of new blending, formulating, and packaging ideas that keep up with the ever-evolving consumer demands. You'll find their products in retailers and kitchens around the country. We've had the good fortune of working with the company's leadership to help them expand their existing Waukegan headquarters by adding 160,000 square feet of new production, robotic warehouse, and distribution space. Not only is the company retaining 400 existing jobs, but it is adding an additional 150 new jobs in Lake County. Their project represents a capital investment of nearly $40 million. This is an incredible commitment to long-term growth in Lake County, and we're so fortunate to have family-owned businesses like Henry Brock Foods committed to local growth. Representing Henry Brock Foods and accepting the award is the company's Vice President of Business Development, Eden Antonetti. Eden, congratulations on your growth. It's an honor that your company has selected Lake County. Please come up and join me.
Well, I don't think I do this as much as everybody else, so bear with me. We'll stumble through this. Thank you for the recognition for our investment that we have made in Lake County. This wouldn't have been possible without our partners, specifically Lake County Partners and Byline Bank. We are proud to be a part of the community. Henry Brock & Company has been in Illinois for 82 years. No, we are not Brock Candy Company. Our company was founded in 1941 after a young Jewish man named Henry Brock, along with his sister Elsa, escaped the horrors of a looming war in Europe in the late 1930s. Today, Henry Brock has a strong culture that doesn't forget what our founder cherished: respect, and tolerance for everyone. All members of the Henry Brock team understand the importance and responsibility and accountability, not only as it relates to one another, but to the task at hand. It is due to the dedication of each employee that we attribute our growth. We have grown exponentially in the past 8 years, from 25 employees in 2015 with 3 production lines and 40,000 square feet to over 400 employees and 28 production lines and over 450,000 square feet of food manufacturing, packaging, warehousing, and distribution. Today, we manufacture and package consumer and food service products such as spices and seasoning blends, instant meals, soups, and beverages that find their ways into pantries and restaurants across Lake County and the country. As we look forward to the next decade of growth, we see continued investment into our community with a focus on developing a prosperous food sector. Right here in Lake County, people are at the heart of our company, and that is why we have been fortunate to work in Waukegan and Gurnee, where we have been able to recruit from our rich communities. In 2017, we were approached by the Kenosha Area Business Alliance, who was offering incentives for us to move north over the border, fondly known as the Cheddar Curtain. Instead, we purchased a Waukegan landmark that had employed thousands of Northern Illinois residents and was sitting vacant for many years, the old Cherry Electric building. It was an easy decision. We needed to support our community and all of our employees that call this community home. We are now investing nearly $40 million to expand our facility by adding 160,000 square feet that will house a state-of-the-art warehousing and distribution center, which will fuel our continued growth for years to come. On behalf of the entire hardworking team at Henry Brock & Company, we thank you for this honor.
Thank you, Eden, for joining us today. We appreciate Henry Brock Foods' commitment to Lake County, and we look forward to helping you continue to grow in Lake County. Speaking of leadership, I'm so happy to invite our next speaker up to the stage because she, along with the rest of the Lake County Board, play a pivotal role in shaping the future of Lake County. Please welcome Lake County Board Chair, Sandy Hart. Sandy was elected to the Lake County Board in 2012, and she has served as chair since 2018. She has been a longtime champion of economic development in the county and an integral part of Lake County Partners' leadership. Sandy, we appreciate your tireless dedication and thoughtful insights. Our community is better because of your efforts. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Good morning. Wow, it's really a lot of people when you're standing up here. I am so glad to be back in person at the big event. We have really missed it as a board. We've really missed it as the board of Lake County Partners, and I really appreciate so many people coming here this morning, so thank you. I also want to say thank you to Henry Brock Foods and to congratulate them on their award and for their expansion. It's clear that their company is a pretty special place to work, and I appreciate you sharing that story about how it was founded. So thank you so much. My colleagues and I are really proud to live in Lake County and to serve on a board that is dedicated to the residents and the businesses that call Lake County home. We have made it our mission to deliver a government that is responsive, innovative, and efficient. A government that's financially stable, environmentally responsible, and plans for the future. People and businesses move to Lake County and stay in Lake County because it's a great place to live and work, and we're doing our best to make sure it stays that way. Lake County really does have it all. Good jobs in several different sectors that are growing year over year, as we heard earlier today. We have gorgeous forest preserves, over 30,000 acres of oak savannas, lush prairies, and beautiful lakes. Walkable and bikeable cities and villages with flourishing downtowns and outstanding schools, great entertainment venues and first-class hospitals, and all of it perfectly located, providing the connectivity that residents and businesses need. And Lake County is only getting better. We are increasing our investment in our infrastructure, in our environment, and in our residents to attract and retain business. We're investing in infrastructure at levels never seen before, thanks to the leadership of this board and the foresight and partnerships with local governments, and of course, our state and federal legislators. We're improving our stormwater infrastructure and protecting homes, businesses, and schools. We're also investing in our roads, bridges, sidewalks, and bike paths. And while there will be some short-term pain, the long-term gain of increased safety for pedestrians and reduced traffic congestion cannot be overstated. We're working hard to improve public transportation to provide greater flexibility and travel options, because transportation is the #1 concern that we have heard year after year for our residents. And of course, investing in infrastructure is good for business. We're also investing in our environment. We're adding electric vehicles to our fleet. We're working on a tree and native plant initiative to increase biodiversity and clean our air. Where possible, we've eliminated single-use plastics in our county operations. We're installing solar panels. We're constructing net zero buildings. We're restoring and conserving land and monitoring and protecting endangered species. Through our CPACE partner program, businesses can get 100% financing for HVAC, lighting, and solar system improvements in new and existing improvements. So if you want to learn more about that, please follow up with a county board member. Our forest preserves, led by President Angelo Kyle, who is here today. Raise your hand, Angelo. Oh, excuse me. Was a lifeline for so many people during the COVID pandemic, and I'm proud to serve on a board that prioritizes and invests in our environment. Most importantly, Lake County government invests in our residents. Lake County already has a highly educated and talented workforce, making this the ideal place for businesses to succeed. But to ensure that all of our residents have the opportunity to succeed, an incredible partnership was formed between government, schools, businesses, nonprofits, and organizations like Lake County Partners to make sure everyone can acquire the skills they need to achieve their own goals. The College of Lake County, the Advanced Tech Center, the Lake County Technology Campus, and of course, Lake County Workforce Development, including the Summer Youth Employment Program, are all part of that important equation for success. And the state of Illinois' investment in the new College of Lake County Lakeshore Campus in downtown Waukegan will create greater equity and opportunity for all of our residents. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of the most stunning educational investments here in Lake County, and that is the new Neal Math and Science Academy in North Chicago. That was a gift that was funded entirely by AbbVie. So it was a $40 million investment in the children and the city of North Chicago. And I am so grateful. And I'm just going to say that applause was a little early, just because AbbVie is here, and I would just ask them to stand to be recognized and thanked for that incredible investment for the people of North Chicago. Thank you very much. It was truly inspiring to be able to go and take a tour and watch the kids run in and see it for the first time. I got to be there with Vice Chair Mary Ross Cunningham and President Kyle, and it was an experience that I won't soon forget. It was really a wonderful day. So really, Lake County, a healthy community is vital to the overall success of Lake County. And through the Lake County Health Department, we invest in our residents by ensuring that they have the medical support that they need. The Lake County Board is determined to be part of the solution to help those who are struggling so they can lead a productive and fulfilling life. We provide critical rental assistance. We support local food banks, gave grants to local businesses, and are working to ensure that every resident has access to broadband. Our county paratransit service is for seniors and people with disabilities are helping people get to work, get to medical appointments, and shopping quickly and inexpensively. By investing in our residents, we are following through on our commitment to a higher quality of life here in Lake County. Lake County government collaborates with state and local counterparts, ensuring we're working in tandem to build a stronger county that provides the services our residents and businesses require. We work closely with countless social service agencies to ensure that our growth is inclusive, that what's good for Lake County is good for all of Lake County. But it is through your investment in Lake County, your decision to locate here, to live here, to expand here, really is what allows us to provide our residents with the quality of life they want. Your businesses provide stable, good-paying jobs for our residents, and you give back. You're serving on local boards, participating in neighborhood cleanups, and volunteering in schools, churches, and nonprofits across Lake County. You're all contributing to Lake County government's mission to create a community that is safe, affordable, healthy, and resilient. Because we don't all just live here or just work here. We're building a community, building bridges, and making connections with others. And that's what makes Lake County special. My colleagues and I on the Lake County Board are committed to ensuring that our county remains the place for business and for you. Your success is our success. Lake County Partners has brought us together today to ensure that we continue to succeed and that the investments we make remain relevant, forward-thinking, and inspiring. And that is truly the goal of this morning. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to be a part of it, so thank you.
You know, every year I hate this slot on the agenda because I always have to follow that. But I've been particularly excited about this one, as David mentioned, well, for a couple years now, because I read Range when it came out in 2019, and that's the book that you all have in front of you, and I knew instantly that David would be a great speaker for this event. Perhaps it was because as a history major, I was excited to hear someone extolling the virtues of being a generalist. Or maybe it was knowing that it would bring hope to the parents of liberal arts majors or late bloomers or career changers everywhere. But I also knew some of the points that David was just making at the end, that in a tight labor market, broadening scope and recruiting from adjacent lanes would be a really powerful message. The idea that maybe the ideal candidate doesn't look like the letter I with super deep experience in one field, but maybe more like a T. This is a concept that I think we all feel is way more relevant today than even in 2019. I encourage you to read the book, obviously I'm a fan, and to think about how can this change your approach to solving complex problems in your business. And ponder what it means for you. What new venture, what might you sample this summer? And breadth, as David mentioned, I think it's a really good way to look at the strengths of Lake County. Our breadth of industries, our breadth of talent, our breadth of partners willing to work together to solve those thorny problems. And to keep Lake County the best place to grow a business, a career, or a family. That's been true for our 25 years, and it's going to remain true for the next 25. On that note, I'd like to close by thanking again our Board of Governors for your tremendous leadership and support over these 25 years. We truly appreciate it. I'd like to also extend that appreciation to our many sponsors here today, especially Lake County, the College of Lake County, Old National Bank, the Hunter Family Foundation, Abbott, AbbVie, Comcast, Horizon Therapeutics, Innovation Park Libertyville, and the Gorder Family Foundation. And to the many, many, many table sponsors, truly we couldn't pull this off without you. And you know, that sounds a little cliched, but I'm gonna repeat it because frankly, the ones without whom we truly could not have pulled this off is the Lake County Partners team. So thank you, immense thanks to Barbara Priscilla. Yeah, go ahead. Paris Carlock, Bethany Williams, and Ron Lands. And I'd also like a hand here for the team here at the Marriott, the event team, who does a fabulous job every year and are really awesome. We've come a long way, but there's obviously much more to be done. If you're interested in learning more about Lake County Partners, what we do and how you can get involved, grab a board member. I took my tag off, but look for the blue ribbons, or go to our website and drop us a line. Be on the lookout for an email from us later today with a survey. I promise it's brief, but I can also promise that we do take that feedback seriously and we would like to hear from you. So you heard, obviously, that it's our 25th anniversary, and, well, apparently everyone knows that 25 is silver, but not everyone. So when I asked Alexa, I thought she said sugar. In do that, waiting for you outside are brownies from the legendary Bent Fork Bakery in Highwood. Please grab one on your way out. I don't expect that it will make it all the way home. And by all means, take one, and you can, I think there's some more coffee across the hall. Enjoy this terrific company for a few more minutes, and importantly, have a wonderful summer. Thank you.